Back to you, Kate.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I was saying I've finally been able to get in. Yes. And you can see my face and you can do the recording. Okay. So if you could just type in the chat, this is for everybody, how you feel about your current CV using an emoji. Yes, before even Joy takes a look at some of our CVs, just type in the chat how you feel about your current CV using emojis. I've seen Grace has typed a thumbs up. Just type it in the messages. Daisy is laughing. Oh my God, that's how you feel about your CVs. How bad are they? Okay. And as you notice, the name of our webinar today is called Brand You. Joy, what is a
Yes.
brand? We know of company brands and all that, but when you talk about brand you, that is like brand Kate. What are you talking about? What is a personal brand?
A personal brand, Kate, it's you yourself, the value that you create about yourself, and also the impression that you give people about you outside there. Your profession, your values, your skills, experience, that's a brand. Yes. So I like putting it in a very simple format. A personal brand, it's the values that you create about yourself and the impression that you give people about yourself. Yes. As simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we apply for jobs, or
Yeah.
even before we apply for jobs, do you ever like go and Google us? And when you do, what do you look for? What are you hoping to see?
Okay, depends like where am I Googling you? So you've applied a job. Definitely I'll expect you to have a LinkedIn, right? Because we're in a professional space where everyone wants to brand themselves in a very competitive market. So I'll definitely run to your LinkedIn. And the one thing that I'll be so very much keen into looking at will be your professional profile summary. Before
Wow.
even diving down into where you've worked, your whatever roles that you're doing, your education, I'll definitely find that. But what is your professional profile summary that you've been put about yourself? And now that is all about you as a brand. Exactly.
So you've talked about my professional summary. What makes a headline or about section stand out to recruiters?
Okay, so what makes the headlines? I'll say, well, degrees are, sorry to say, but slowly becoming the bare minimums nowadays. So most of the recruiters are moving into skills. Like I would ask you, what are you bringing to the table? Well, I am bringing my degree. So what else? Literally right now, everyone has a degree. Almost everyone has a degree. But now, what extra thing can you bring to the table apart from your degree? And that's why we look at the skills. Also, the certifications. So if I ask about the food scientists, you have these certifications that, do you guys call them HACCP or the HASPs?
Yes, the HAS, the high source, the FSCs, there are so
Yeah,
many.
yeah, actually they literally stand out, and you'd be picked because apart from just bringing in your degree, you're showcasing another skill that you have. Yes.
Yes, and moving ahead, you'll actually tell us how you're supposed to now showcase these very skills. But now when you go to my LinkedIn, you've seen my professional summary and all that. What
Yeah.
will tell you that this person has owned their professional story? And does it matter how often they show up over there? And what are they talking about?
Wow. Let's go point by point. So the first question, if I go to your LinkedIn, your professional summary, how do I know you've owned your story? All right. What was the second question?
You can answer that first, and then you come to the second one.
All right. So if I go to your LinkedIn, Your professional summary is actually where in your LinkedIn it's written about. So first of all, you'd get someone say whatever, I am so and so, I have this number of experience, uh, these are my skills, you see,
Mhm.
these are my skills, uh, these are my certifications, I am well conversant in this, and that. I am a resourceful person, you know. So that's
Yeah.
a very good professional summary that would
Mhm.
actually push someone to get interested in, let me go and check where this person actually gained maybe all these skills, where this person worked, where this person got the 7, 10 years of experience, you know. But
Mhm.
if you go to a professional summary and you just get I am a HR with 7 years of experience, full stop. We want to know more. Can you just be a different one, you know?
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow. So that means if you visit someone's profile and it's empty and they applied for your job,
yeah.
that's an immediate disqualification.
Actually, narrows it back down to personal branding. LinkedIn is your brand.
Mm.
Brand it as something that I normally say ni kama unauza chakula and you're really looking forward to selling every single thing ndio
Mhm.
zisiharibike. You get? I hope you're
Yeah.
having guys who understand Kiswahili here so that I don't speak languages that people don't get.
Yes, people understand Swahili. If you don't understand Swahili, please tell us.
Yeah,
Eh?
yeah. Yeah, so
So we
LinkedIn being your, sorry?
not really. I'm just telling the people if someone doesn't understand Swahili, they should tell us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Sawa sawa. So as I was saying, LinkedIn is your personal brand. Brand it like something that you fully depend on it. And remember, the corporate space right now is very competitive, very competitive. And recruiters definitely are looking for the best. So the question was, if I go to a LinkedIn and I find a one sentence a one sentence thing, would it be an immediate
Mhm.
disqualification? I mean, well, maybe yes, maybe no.
Mhm.
Depends the recruiters too. I would maybe get interested in, okay, just a one sentence thing. Let me see what other thing this person has. But
Mhm.
again, uh, for you to just brand yourself so well, prepare
Mm.
that LinkedIn in a manner that everyone would get interested in running there to look at it.
Mm.
Yes.
Wow. So we've had Joy. Currently, being on LinkedIn is not an option. Yeah. We
Yeah.
really have to show up over there. Huh? You'd
Yes.
rather
Yes.
even not show up there every day, but at least you've polished your profile so that when a recruiter goes and Googles, he can see, oh, this is Catherine's profile, this is what she talks about, and all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Polish
now,
polish the profile. Polish the
mm,
profile as much as you can. Remember, that's a brand that speaks about you before
mm,
someone gets to meet you. So
mm,
give someone the value, the impression about you before they before they get into meeting you and seeing that, okay, this is the person that I saw on LinkedIn. Do they possess the values they had put there? You know?
mm.
Yeah,
Okay. Now, CVs, resumes, they're also part of a personal brand, right?
very, yeah.
What's the difference between a CV and a resume?
I think it's almost the same thing. Well,
Mhm.
I believe that it's just almost the same thing, maybe just a use of different words.
Use of different words. So if I see a job application as stated they want a CV,
Yes. Yeah.
that means if I send in my application titled resume, is that a
Mhm.
bad or good thing?
No, I don't think it's bad. And by title, what do you mean, resume or okay?
I say Catherine Odhiambo CV. Yet
Yeah.
in the job application they had stated resume.
Okay. for you to maybe not feel like you'll be left out, maybe use whatever has been put on the job profile. If it's resume, you can use resume, Catherine Odhiambo. If it's CV, use CV, Catherine Odhiambo. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, what is the biggest red flag in a CV? When you look at a CV, what's one of the biggest red flags?
In someone's CV.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Old format. Oh my goodness.
What do you mean by old format?
Well, okay. I know we have tools that are currently making good CVs, and we also have professionals that are helping people to come up with very, very presentable CVs.
Yeah.
But now, by old format, I mean there are these CVs that we were used to, and it was a very common format for almost everyone. So a Word document, uh, it has name Agutu Joy, DOB, you know, marital status, hobbies. I mean, we moved away from that, and right now we are checking into your professional side. It doesn't mean we really don't want to know about your DOBs, marital status, but I believe those are things that can be asked maybe at the interview or during, well, let me just say at the interview process.
Mm.
Yeah, so an old CV format, you can be a good candidate, but again, how you present your CV can really limit you from getting jobs, to be honest. That's why we have tools like Canva that help in generating good CVs. The ATS-friendly also helps. And most of the recruiters definitely who help you make CVs, they will not take you to the old format CV.
Mm.
Yeah, just to save yourself, move away from that. Let's follow the trend, how they're going.
Okay, and you'll tell us about those trends later. What is that one overlooked section every resume should have?
One over what?
Overlooked section.
One overlooked section.
Section, yes, every resume should have.
Put your skills, something extra, but it's good. Paste them there. Say, I have these skills. If you have a certain certification, put them there. They sell you.
Mm.
Yes.
And now you've talked about ATS. Yeah?
Yeah. ATS friendly, exactly.
What do you mean by ATS friendly? What are some common formatting mistakes that can trigger auto rejections?
On ATS, right?
Yes, on ATS.
Grammar. Grammatical error, because you see, an ATS really does some thorough work, and it would pick the slightest mistakes that someone would say, R tu ndo ilikosa hapo, or maybe sikuweka P. But you see, those are the nitty-gritties that ATS would pick and actually throw you out. So it means your CV resume, please go through it so well, correct any grammatical error that might be there, any mix and match fonts, any mix and match fonts, how you use your bullets. I know they might be sounding very nitty gritty, and someone would be asking, why don't you just check about my work experience on what I have? You're really looking into things that don't are neither here nor there, But
Yeah.
if at all an ATS is actually looking at your CV, such things might throw you away. The grammatical error, mix and match, fonts, Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So are there like specific keywords the ATS also searches for when applying for a specific job?
Okay. So specific what?
Keywords.
Oh, the specific keywords that are.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's say you're applying for let's specifically stick to food industry, right?
Yes. Yes.
I am so sure there are keywords like the HACPP. I'm not sure if I'm even actually saying that right. I don't know if you guys say HACPP or the HASP. That
All of the above.
exactly. Yeah. So if it is anything related to food industry, you guys have keywords like the certifications of HACCP. We have ISOs, right?
Yeah.
We have the FSMS, FI, you know, the
Mm.
FIMS. It is FIMS. So
FSM.
quickly, the moment it sees your CV has that, and it is all about a food scientific person, it will
Mhm.
automatically know this one is a right candidate to do what? To shortlist.
Mm.
Yeah, so you can have some keywords like the ones that I've just mentioned, and also maybe implementations of this, and that. What else can you say? Reduction of waste. I know all that is all related to production and quality. Yeah, and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So now I have the keywords. Now,
yeah.
how do I turn these into some measurable achievements? You see, the way you guys pressurize us to quantify, quantify, quantify. How do I do that? Especially when I feel that my role is kind of hard to measure.
Okay. So how do you measure in short?
Yes.
Okay. Once you've been given a job role,
Mhm.
ensure it is well explained to you. That's
Mhm.
number one. Number two, before you settle in, you should be given KPIs. I hope you understand KPIs, the key performance indicators.
Mhm.
And out of these KPIs, they'll guide you into achieving whatever that you need to achieve. Now, these KPIs need to be SMART. You know the SMART abbreviation, right? Specific, measurable, achievable. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So there's KPIs should be very smart so that when you're given one KPI and you feel like it is a KPI that is not measurable, it's a discussion that you can have with your boss on how am I supposed to achieve this KPI, yet I feel like it's not measurable. Number two, if it's completely not measurable, because of course, yes, we do have other KPIs that it's so hard to measure, you can use the scope and scale.
The what?
The scope and scale. Do you know
Break that down.
what are you saying?
Break that down. Mhm. Scope
Uh,
and scale.
the scope and scale.
Yes.
So when I say the scope and scale, I actually mean you'd say maybe I oversaw a production of 500 tons. Okay, in my company we use tons. In
Mhm.
food industry, I've even forgotten what it's used actually. But
Mhm.
anyway, so let me just use an example with my company. So you'd say I oversaw a production that I oversaw production of 5,000 tons in a day,
Mhm.
in a month or two. If the KPI completely is something that cannot be uh, measured. Also, efficiency,
Mm.
also the efficiency, also reduction of waste, downtime. Well, I would go that in that line if at all the KPIs are completely not measurable.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the way I would go. But still,
Mhm.
it's something to be discussed during. It's something to be discussed when you're with your boss and he or she is explaining this is your KPI. Please feel free. Always ask how am I supposed to achieve, so that when you get to those performance reviews, you don't get there and you're told you did not achieve this and you're like, how was I supposed to achieve this? You yourself, you didn't even ask how you were supposed to achieve that. So hold your bosses accountable. If they're giving you KPIs, they need to tell you, ask them, how am I supposed to achieve this from the start, so that when you get to the reviews, it makes it so easy for the review to happen and get scored better.
So Joy, let's
Yeah.
say I didn't know,
Mm.
I didn't ask my boss all this, but now I'm applying for a job and I want to put all those numbers, reduced non-conformities by about 20%. Will you guys ask me about this 20%?
You've put it on your CV, right?
Yes, I put it on my CV.
So how did you attain it?
Okay.
Okay. Let me just break this down. Let me break this down. See, whatever is you've put on your CV, it's basically everything that is always asked in the interview. Anything that you put in your CV. And by that I mean have your CV at your fingertip. So you get someone comes for an interview, the CV is well stipulated, very, very presentable. And when the candidate gets in, the candidate is very presentable. Now we move to the CV. So you told me you work at a Premier, maybe as a production manager, factory manager. So could you please explain what you are doing? In your CV, you've explained it, but you cannot even say what you are doing. So that actually throws a question at, are you really the production manager, or have you just created a CV for the purpose of getting a job? Well, many of us do that, but again, understand that once you create a CV, have everything in your CV at your fingertips, because that is what talks about you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about the gaps, career gaps that we have? Sometimes maybe I stayed unemployed for a while. How do I make that part of my brand story?
So you've been employed, you left employment, then after 2 years you went back to employment.
Yes.
So how do you make that a part of your story?
Yes, so that it doesn't come out negatively to the recruiters.
Right. So let's say you left employment and you have gaps. Maybe be proactive with in the same career line. Maybe you left to go and do your professional courses, maybe to go and do your masters. And you see now when you come back and after 2 years the gap is there, at least a recruiter would differentiate that you went back to get equipped with better skills compared to maybe a graduate who's coming fresh from school. So I would say just be proactive in the same career line. Yeah. Actually, I would say just be proactive in the same career line, career path. Yeah.
What about job hopping? Yeah. Some people work here 3 months, then they move to another company 4 months, another one 6 months.
Biggest red flag.
Why is
Biggest
that?
red flag,
Commitment issues.
Anyway, biggest red flag, because actually recruitment is expensive, by the way. Recruitment is very expensive because you recruit, and when the person comes, their training costs, they have to get to understand the business for them to start running, and it takes 6 months. So you tell me you move to a job and within 3 months you've left. I assume maybe you finished your induction and left. And no recruiter would want to recruit someone who stays in a job for 3 months, 4 months, even 6 months, because every recruiter who recruits looks forward into building a very good retention plan. So if you're moving from from one job to another after 3 months, maybe you really have a good reason for that. But to be honest, it creates some suspicions. Do you really stay in the job, or could performance be your problem? Because maybe you're on probation and you didn't you're on probation, your performance was poor, put on PIP, and finally taken out of the job. But honestly, job hopping specifically for a very short period, to
Mhm.
be honest, it is a red flag.
Wow. Now
Yeah,
let's say
mhm.
tunasema maji yashamwagika ama maziwa
Hayazoleki. Hayazoleki.
Anyway, it has happened already. Is it too late for me to redeem myself?
No, it's never too late for anyone anyway. It's never too late. And I believe everything has a reason. You might be having reasons as to why you are job hopping. Maybe you felt the culture of the companies were not good, you know. You felt like you didn't fit there, and you felt like I need to look for a place that I am comfortable.
Mm.
Well, if you have good, better reasons, if you're lucky that your CV has been shortlisted, because those are the things that can make a recruiter to say, why is this person job hoping? I will recruit him and he or she will leave me the same way, leaving other employers. So it's never too late, but yeah, I just say it's never too late, but job hopping isn't a good thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, as we usually do it, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. And if you're courageous enough, you can also raise your hand and we'll give you an opportunity. For those who also registered that they were willing to have their CVs reviewed, we're going to be reviewing only 2 CVs. So when the time comes, the very first 2 people will be proactive and come with their CVs. Those are the people we're going to be reviewing theirs, all right? Meanwhile, Joy, you can now let us know what are some of the shifts you are seeing in the food and beverage industry that candidates should prepare for now, especially in the hiring process.
The shifts that I'm actually seeing in the food and beverage industry that candidates should prepare.
Yeah, should prepare for. How are you doing it? Like, how are you doing your hiring currently? Which kind of skills are you looking for? Yes, and how is that going to change?
All right. So I know most of us know that AI is already here with us. And well, AI is not really a person, but I would say if we don't wait for AI to take over, we can take over by learning a lot about it. Because honestly, actually, AI is coming to replace most of the jobs. You'd get in a factory a job that is run by 5 people, going to reduce it due to automation of processes to 1 person. But now, what would have this 1 person done for them to qualify to remain there? They've gained skills. They've learned about the AI, you know. They've become competitive in the market. Secondly, in the food industry, sustainability. How do you sustain the reduction of waste? You know, something that would reduce cost, because in every company, I think the business is always about reduce, reduce, reduce. Number 3. Okay. Number 3, I'd say some data that would help to make good decisions. Yeah, so I'd give those 3 shifts that are currently taking over. So AI, automation of processes, sustainability, how do you reduce waste? How do you control, you know, data that would drive better decisions, and also traceability.
Okay. So on to money.
On to what?
Money.
I'm sure I'm gonna get hammered, but it's fine.
Yes, so first I'm supposed to hammer you. Anyway, I'm not going to hammer you with this, but the very first question. This one, don't answer, because sometimes maybe you don't have power over it, but why are you guys paying us very little money in the food industry? Eh? And anyway, so what's the best way to research market rates?
We have platforms like Glassdoor, PayScale. By the way, before you go for an interview, you've seen the job advert, you've seen the position. Can you jump into those platforms and get to understand what is the market rate for this position? And do I have the right skills, the right qualifications, so that when I get into the interview, I have the right to say, pay me this because it is as per the market rate. Also, ask around. You have friends, you have seniors who are already good at who've already been in the industry, and they understand, as a production manager, this is what you're supposed to earn. These are the qualifications that you have, the skills, and yes, you're qualified to earn that. Yeah, so utilize that. It's easier for you to negotiate through that.
And now, how do I confidently negotiate when an offer is below my expectations?
When what is below your expectation?
The offer. You're offering me 20,000 and I wanted 50. Now, how do I negotiate?
You wanted 50. You know why you wanted 50?
Yes.
Because you know your value.
I know my value.
You've checked the JD or the job board advert, and you have all the requirements, qualifications that have been listed there. And asking for the 50 means you know your value. Number two, I always say, when you see a job advert, look at it in two ways. One, as an employer's problem, because that's a problem they've put out there that they want you, who's qualified, to come and solve it. Number two, of course, as an opportunity. So if you look at it as a problem, do you have all those requirements that have been listed there for you to go and ask for the money? Now, if you've really negotiated until they're like, maybe we can't get to what you want, and you feel like, of course, you need the job. But again, what I know, a good employer will definitely pay you good as per the market rate. You might negotiate through other benefits under compensation. We have trainings. We have things like medical, group life, children's school fees, so that you can just remove that burden from your end.
Joy, the employers who pay for people's kids' school fees
Yes,
over here.
yes, they are very, very good employers. The employers who pay, apart from maternity, they'll pay roughly 50,000 or 30,000 as a token of you're a good employee, you're part of our team, you've gone for maternity. Please have this token as an appreciation during your maternity. Those are motivations that keep employees to even stick with good employers. And yes, there are employers who pay. Someone has already commented, UN does that. I told you.
I'm talking about this food industry of ours. If you're in this call and by the way your employee is doing that, just tell us.
Yeah, they can tell us, but I know there are employers who do that.
Please tell us so that we can bombard your company. It's like we've been working on the wrong, on the wrong companies. Hi.
Yeah.
So, what I would love for you to tell me, Joy, is now you've told me I can negotiate. But can you give me a specific example of how I can go about that? Okay, now I know here is Kate, I've done HACCP, SMS, I'm an auditor and all that. Now, how can I, like the exact phrases I can use to convince my employer that I'm worth this money?
There's the camera now.
Hey, finally.
Yeah, I was still fixing my phone. My laptop has issues. So what
So,
are the phrases?
yes, maybe even just one example. Because at times maybe I know my work, but now speaking it out, the exact words to use becomes an issue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So market rate kit. Simple. Market rate.
This 20,000 of yours. Mm.
Yes. Plus, you've put up skills on the job advert. You've
Yeah,
put up qualifications. You even need certifications, you know.
yeah.
I have looked at your job advert and yes, I have all these.
Mhm.
And I went to the market, checked what is being paid. And by the way, the market gives you the entry level, medium, and maxi level. So you can always entry, median, and maxi. You can always check into where you like. Maybe it's 50,000 to 100 maxi.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask between 50 to 80, dependent on what you want. And that's why I still insist on please check on what the market is paying and ask for it. Unless you just feel like I do not have a job currently, and it's better to not stay at home and just get what they're giving me for now.
Mm-hmm.
I would be adding experience, you know, years
Mm.
of experience. And it's also easy to look for a job when you're in the job.
True.
You get very
Mm.
easy to look for a job when you're in the job. So if you do not have a job and they're not giving you the type of an amount that you want, it's fine. And they still insist, like, we do not have whatever you're asking, but we feel you're the right candidate. You'd rather have the job while gaining experience and maybe looking for better opportunities that would give you the type of money that you want.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Christopher is getting personal over here. Christopher, do you want to unmute and ask this? Or should I ask it on your behalf? Christopher?
I can just ask it.
Yes, please ask Joy.
Okay, Joy, if I
Yes,
may
Chris.
ask,
Hmm.
in most instances, okay, the interviews I've attended,
Yeah.
the HRs have this tendency of asking, what is your salary expectation?
Yeah.
Why don't you, as an institution, come up with your own budget
Yeah.
so as we may start from there, negotiating from a point of no than using my, maybe you ask me about the range
Yeah.
as a means of cutting me off or some of other members who have attended the interview.
Okay. So I would say we normally have interview screening, and most of the questions like what is your salary expectations is always asked during the screening, mostly the phone call screening. So we do have a budget. Definitely, you can't go to the market to hire without a budget. You have a budget. You've seen good candidates, they've applied, the CV are very awesome, and now you do the phone screening. So why do we do the phone screening? Just to understand the one key thing, what is your budget? We have a budget of 100,000, and what Christopher is asking for is maybe 300. And yes, they do happen. So most of the recruiters would feel instead of taking Christopher through the whole interview process, yet we wouldn't get to his own budget, they would choose to drop you, or others would be very honest with you and tell you, you are a good candidate, we appreciate that, but you're above our budget. And they would even move ahead and tell you how much is the budget. And if you're willing to take the budget or maybe negotiate now from that benchmark, well and good. If not, there is no need into moving into the interview process, yet they know very well they are not able to reach to get to your budget. Are you answered, Christopher?
I'm answered, but I would always prefer
Yeah.
give us your budget. We negotiate from a point of no.
Well, if you ask about it, you can always ask, and those should always be part of the questions that after the interview. What question do you have for us? Please always speak up. Others are always like, nothing, I'm okay. Please ask ask questions. We always want to know, like, what are you also thinking? Also, get to want to know, when will you give me feedback? Even if you completely don't have a question, please ask about the feedback. Ask about, is it a new role? Is it a replacement? What is it like the career growth of that role within the company? Does it have a succession plan? Such things. So don't always be silent. Always ask as much questions as you can.
Still on money, Joy.
I
Why do
All
you
right.
people ask us for our current salaries? Why do you want to know what my current employer or former employer is paying me? And you go ahead to even ask for my pay slip. Why do you do that?
From a personal view, I honestly don't know if it's a good practice, because I believe if a company has a budget, they should work with the budget. And if they get a candidate who fits within their budget, they just move with it. About asking how much you're earning, maybe just to see the integrity part about you by asking for your pay slips, because I know most of the people would say, I am earning 20K, and maybe you're earning 10 Gs, Maybe it's also a part of testing your integrity, but for a good practice, I would say, me as a HR, maybe others have their own beliefs. If we have a budget, let's move with the budget.
So do I have the right to tell them no, to find a way of rejecting their request?
If you're not comfortable in issuing your payslip, it's okay to say no. And the good thing is, when you're checking background, the employers, you'd call them and ask them, could you please share whatever employee A was earning? That's a confidential information. You don't share people's salaries, because Kate has applied for a job. So let Kate tell you whatever they were earning. We share pay slips every month, So a good employer would never share your pay slip. Your pay slip will always come from you as the employee who's applied for the position. Yeah.
Wow, all right. Is there anyone else with money questions? And then there's this issue on the number of pages a CV should have.
Catherine, I have a question.
Oh, yes, Grace.
Hi.
Grace.
Yeah. Hi, Joy.
Hi, Grace. How are you?
I'm good. You're okay?
Yes, I'm okay. And you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I have a question concerning the academic qualification and the salary issue.
Sorry?
The academic qualification and the salary issue.
Okay.
I find it okay. I find it funny if you have a degree holder who is a freshman, who doesn't have an experience, who has finished college but has a degree, earning more money.
Earning what?
Earning more money, earning more salary.
Yeah.
Then maybe a diploma holder
Mm-hmm.
who has a lot of certifications,
Mm-hmm.
who has more experienced years,
Yeah.
and who has learnt a lot in the specific job,
Yeah.
earning a lesser pay. Why is it that way?
Why is it that way? So a diploma person with experience, but earning less actually, and a
Yeah,
degree person with no experience
yeah.
and
Earning more.
a degree earning more with no experience, a
Yes.
diploma earning less with more experience. So why
Yeah.
is it so? All right. So the question is revolving between experience vis-a-vis qualifications.
Yeah.
We shorten it that way. So it's always narrowed down to organizations. The organizations who really look or have too much interest into qualifications, and there are those who look at experience. So for the experience one, they would look at your experience and want to maybe build you so that you can go and get your degree. And now for the degree person who comes in, earns more than the diploma person, but has no experience, it's all about the organization's culture. So if they really have a lot of interest into degrees compared to experience, they would pay degree holders higher amount with zero experience, and now the diploma guys would be suffering with their experiences with lower amount. But again, it would narrow down to you as a person. You're a diploma holder, I am earning less, maybe you've known the degree person is earning more. What would you do as a person? Find ways to get that degree if it will earn you whatever you want to earn. Because at the end of it all, if you're looking to climb by the corporate ladder, they go, actually, the degree and the qualification almost go at the same length. So if you're looking to being a manager, a director, yes, you have the experience, but will the diploma take you there? You will lose it. Have I answered you?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm
You're
okay.
welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I've seen a question of the number of CVs. Oh, the
Okay.
number of pages.
Okay. There's also this question from Winnie, still on money. She's given a scenario whereby she joined a company as a manager's assistant, and after probation of about 9 months,
Yeah.
probation of 9 months, anyway, you are promoted to the position of a manager, but the employer hasn't reviewed your salary. How do you now tell your employer it's time for my increase?
Okay. So you were in a different role. After 9 months, you've been taken to a managerial role, right?
They were taken for managerial. Wait, my cursor is moving too fast. Yes, after 9 months.
That means your job role automatically changes, your KPIs change, your JD changes. Those are the baselines of asking for more money.
How do I ask?
Now I was a HR assistant. This was my JD. Now you promoted me to a HR manager. I highly appreciate you seeing that I have the right competencies, the right skills, the right qualifications for promoting me. And now the JD has changed. So it means when the JD changes, it's coming with more work and especially strategy. So if it's more work, it means it's more money. Or are you asking like for the right words?
Yes, he's actually asking how she's supposed to ask her manager for the money.
Okay, sawa sawa. So yes, like I said, the job role has changed, the JD, the KPIs have changed to a managerial position, of which it is a higher position. So just go with the baseline of, this was my role, I've now been taken into another role, which is a managerial position, and these are my duties, of which they are very different with the assistant duties, just an example, and these are the KPIs, and they are again very different with the other ones. Now I've checked in the job market, this role is paying this, but I am still being paid 20,000, the amount that I was being paid as a HR assistant. Could you please consider reviewing it to fit into the current role that I've currently been promoted to? Is that okay?
If she's here, she can tell us if she can do that. Winnie, can you do that? Is it okay for you? Or you want a better approach?
Okay.
Thank you, Joy. I think it is okay, but now the challenge is
Yeah.
you are called by the directors and the HR, and they tell you they have promoted you verbally.
Yeah.
They have not even given you the appointment letter to that communication.
Yeah.
You have carried out the roles for over 5 months,
Yeah.
and there is no letter, there is nothing. They just spoke it to you that they promoted you to that position, but nothing else changed. Your roles
Have-
increased, but there is nothing that was given to evidence that.
All right. So did you ask for the letter?
Yes, asked for the letter, and the HR always saying, wait.
Follow through. You're already doing a role that you've not even been given an official letter to that role. Now, if the letter has not been given, were you given a JD for the role?
The JD was not given, but the new KPIs were given.
Then follow through. You need a JD and you need an official letter that says you've been promoted to a manager.
Okay.
And now, out of that,
Mhm.
you will ask for the change in salary. Please
Okay,
don't
thank
work without an appointment letter. It's important. Don't work
Yeah.
without an appointment letter. Request for it.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Actually, if you're ready with your CV, you're not going to share it with me. You're just going to raise your hand and then you're going to share your screen. Okay? What of the number of pages in a CV, Joy?
Depends with the
Depends.
years of experience. So, entry level. Anyway, before I start with entry level, actually, most of the recruiters review CVs within 10 to 15 seconds. So it also depends how you've packaged your CV. So starting with the professional profile summary that would impress a recruiter to move forward. Now, what was the question again? Looks like
The number of pages a CV
the
should
number
have.
of pages. Now, so if it's an entry-level CV, honestly, 1.5 is enough. And the second page should be your referees. Maybe you don't have like experience. So having a 5-page or a 3-page and it is an entry-level position, honestly, well, in my own opinion, I don't think it's making sense. Now, mid-level, maybe you've had 2-3 companies, we'd move to around 3 pages. Now, Managers, even 5, because they've worked maybe for more companies. Directors would have even 7, 10, because they want to explain achievements and everything they've done for them to get to a directory position and to also apply it. And also something that I need to mention, in your CV, one thing that also sells you apart from the skills, your achievements. Paste them there, regardless of how small they look. Put them there. In company A, this was my job role, these were the duties. Out of all those duties of yours, if you achieved something, put it there. It is important. If you're a salesperson, you are given you are told to sell goods worth 10 million, but you hit a target of 20 million. That's an achievement. The question would be, how did you hit it? Put it on your CV. It will sell you. Because every employer is looking into getting an employee who is coming to change their company into a better company, not stagnating the company.
Wow. So usually these specific jobs, I've seen even if you have very many years of experience, let's say 10 years, 15, but then they've stated strictly, they just want 2 pages. How do I now condense all these experiences to just 2 pages?
Maybe you can summarize, then you can summarize it into 2 pages instead of making it too wordy. Summarize it. Then if you happen to be shortlisted, you can do the explanations at the interview level.
Is there like a recommended number of bullet points for each experience?
Well, honestly, I am not sure, but I would say max of 8, if at all you need to. Wait, number of bullets for each experience?
Yes, for each experience, not all of them.
Or not all of them? Maybe
experiences.
Sorry?
If I have like maybe 5 experiences, and now I want to condense them into, yes, 2 pages.
Okay. Take up the key duties. Of course, everyone has those key duties, leave alone the daily operations. Take up the key duties, paste them there. Maybe there are 4, there are 5. If at all you need to put up your CV into a 2-page, just gather the key duties and put them there. The other ones, you can go and discuss them at the interview level.
Okay. Now, anyone ready with their CV? Just raise your hand so that we finish on time. Anyone ready? Over 50% of you said they wanted their CVs to be reviewed. Where are you?
But anyway, we are not here to critique anyone's CV. It's all about learning. Even I myself would want to see maybe what I've never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are not here to critique. We just learn, see what can be put best, or already someone has the best. And I think I had recorded one person, Franklin Ondego.
He had raised his hand.
There is something that
What did Francis say?
I happen to have forgotten it actually, but anyway, we can continue as I think about it. I just wrote his name.
Okay. Jordan, you can go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, a moment. I just share the screen.
Yeah,
and
share this
open the CV.
and open the CV and say hi to us.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay, Kate, let me log in with my laptop because my phone is almost going off and I'm not at home. Yeah.
All right. So Jordan and Emily, and then we close it at that. Alicia, it's already too late. Talk to Joy nicely.
You can see me nyuma ya tent.
Akununulie kachai.
It's okay.
Is it visible?
Yes, but you can enlarge it. It's very tiny. I can't see anything.
Okay. Okay, Autobot. Is it okay now?
Continue enlarging it.
Is it okay now? I put on a mobile view.
Yes, put on a mobile view, it will be a little bit better. Yes.
Okay.
Now I
there
can
you
see. Let's wait for Joy to join on her laptop.
go. You'll tell me when to scroll.
Yes, when she's ready, she'll alert us. Meanwhile, as we wait for her, someone can tell us what they've learned today. What has been an eye-opener for you today? What has been an eye-opener for you? Bilha, you want to tell us what you've learned? Or if you have some insights. If you have some insights for Jordan's CV, even before Joy looks at it. Jim?
So I'll request Jordan to revert back to the original setting that the CV was before enlarging. Hebu rudi nyuma. Yeah, then
There we go.
Correct, acha ibaki. Here uja zoom, si ndio?
Are you able to read
Yeah,
anything?
Yes, Kate, I can.
I have good eyes. I cannot read anything.
Okay. Okay, let me just go through it.
I'm here. You're ready, Joy?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Jordan is already sharing his screen.
All right. So, I can't see. And I'm on specs. Jordan, could you please expand it kidogo?
Okay. And maybe when you're reading, I'll have to. How is it now?
Okay, I can only see half the page.
Okay. Let me revert to mobile view.
Okay.
But even as it reverts to mobile view, Joy, you've had a glimpse of the structure. Is it visually appealing?
It is appealing, honestly. It is appealing. Because you can see he's already given his career summary, what I was talking about, the professional profile summary. He's stated his skills, certifications, which is a plus. Then now comes down to his degree. So of course, I'm already interested in seeing his experience. Yeah. So
Okay, so we can go step by step, starting from the professional summary. Scroll up, Jordan.
Okay.
Starting from, Jordan,
Yeah, so
the name and all that.
yeah, that's okay. What I'd add on that, it's also good always. You can paste your LinkedIn link so that if a recruiter is interested to go and look at your LinkedIn profile, they will just click on the CV and send it. Of course, you guys send your CVs in PDF format. So paste your LinkedIn profile on top of the career summary. A recruiter who is interested in seeing your LinkedIn, instead of going to search Jordan Kiprotich, there are many Jordans in LinkedIn. So before I find you, maybe we can save time by making it a bit simpler on my end, pasting your LinkedIn link. So I can easily click, go and check your profile. If it's appealing, interesting, we move on to the next. All right, please go up.
The career summary.
All right, so is it Saville Brewery?
Yeah, Saville Brewery. Right, correct.
Saville Brewery. Okay, just go up kidogo, or you are an intern September to December.
Yeah.
So have you just narrowed these roles as the major ones, or these were just the only roles that you are doing there?
Actually, there were many roles, but I narrowed to fit the CV because there were many roles. Actually, it was an attachment.
It was an attachment. Okay, monitor. All right. Now, if I ask you, what were your achievements at Saville Brewery for the 3 periods that you've been there? Of course, you went there with a purpose.
I mentioned my
and what did you come out of that place?
Yeah, my achievements. I mentioned down there.
Oh, you mentioned down there. Okay, so I would propose, well, this is my proposal, not that wherever they are that they are not okay, but my proposal would be at the end of each work experience, put your achievements afterwards, so that someone can say at Saville, these were the roles that Jordan was doing, and achievements, this is what he achieved at Saville. We move on to an administrator job at a cyber cafe. This is what I was doing. This is what I achieved, rather than putting them down there. But overall,
noted.
Yeah, but overall, it is a good CV that would attract recruiters. Just do the small nitty-gritties that I've recommended. And all the best, by the way, Jordan.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
All right.
When you get a recommendation, recommend me anyway. I'm waiting for my graduation.
Oh, congratulations in advance. And definitely, if I hear of anything, I will ask Catherine, or you can maybe share your CV with me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I don't know how will I share your CV to you directly.
Catherine will give you my email.
Jordan,
is that okay?
Yes, come to my inbox. Okay, the next patient.
Okay.
Thank you, Jordan.
And I love your proactivity, Jordan. Congratulations. Next
Thanks a
patient.
lot. I'll be in touch.
And before you drop, Jordan, I just noticed something. Your presentability of your CV, you have others that have bullets, others have hyphens. Others have arrows.
Yeah.
Could you please maybe make it standard with one thing? If it's arrows, if it's bullets, if it's stars, just make it standard for some good presentability. Remember, this is a brand that you're creating,
Okay.
and it speaks about you before you speak for yourself.
Thanks for that correction. I'll correct it.
Sawa.
Who is the next patient? There was a lady, I can't recall the name, but it's not an easy name.
I've seen Elizabeth Owiti. She was asking if she can share hers.
No, if the lady is not there, then Elisha can share, because Elisha was the third person to raise his hand. Elisha, go ahead. Elisha? Okay, if Elisha is not
Yes,
in,
I'm
Elizabeth.
getting. I'm trying to share the screen.
Okay.
Wow.
You've already wowed.
No, it's because I can clearly see it. I was really struggling with the other one, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Left.
Go up.
Hey, Jordan, who is Christine?
Please go up, Elisha.
Sorry, I confused your name with Christine or Catherine. So it's Catherine. I was looking for your mail.
What's up, me?
I'm just trying how to find how I'll DM you.
Okay, I'm typing my number in the chat.
Okay.
You're not in the professionals group?
Yeah, I'm not in the professional group.
What did you hear about this webinar?
Through my friend Stephen Wakaro.
Nice. Thank you, Stephen. Elisha?
Yes. Is it fine there?
I think she wanted you to scroll. Joy?
Yes.
Where do you want him to scroll up to?
Like, let him just scroll.
Just scroll.
Just scroll, just move. Yeah, just go. Okay, go, just go. All right, sawa. Turudi juu. All right. So, well, first of all, it's not a bad CV, it's a good one. Like I just told Jordan, if you have a LinkedIn profile, make it simpler for the recruiters to just easily go and click the link and find you on LinkedIn, because many people are sharing names, so kitambo kupate can be too much work. On the personal statement, it's okay. Now, I would say, before the work experience, I have seen you've done some trainings, you have some skills, they can at least come after the personal statement.
Yes.
Then, afterwards, your work experience. I know you love the Roman numbers, but honestly, they don't present this CV well. You would at least change to maybe whatever most of the people use. You can. I know you're trying labda kukua a bit unique, but just for presentability, bullets, hyphens would really look good. Again, I am not sure if it's okay to always put the exact date, like 29th, 17th, but putting them up means you're really good at cracking your dates on when you started your work here, when you left this place. But I would say if it's April up to date, that's still fine. You don't have to put the exact date.
Okay.
Yeah, those would be my few comments, but overall, it is a good CV so long as it has a personal statement. And for the personal statement, maybe you can change it to a profile summary or a professional profile summary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before he stops sharing, I have a question, Joy.
Yeah.
I'm observing that in his personal statement, he's used a lot of "I would love," as an experience, but I'm well conversant. Is that a language that is commendable for a CV using I statements?
I think a professional statement speaks about you, or would you want it to be we, or just put a statement without the I, the we, just a statement that comes as I? But again, maybe he can start with, I am so and so, I'm an experienced, dependable, and have a continuation of that without coming up again with the eyes. Okay, you get it. Are you contented with that, or you feel like you wanna throw it back?
If I throw it back to you, I would say to you, like, someone once taught me that in a CV, I should avoid using I statements, and for my personal summary especially, like for you recruiters, most of the time, you won't spend so much time on my work experience and all that if my personal statement doesn't convince you to move. So I should convince you here. So if I state this as an experience and then I love what, there's nothing convincing about that.
Yeah.
This is where I should display my skills. I should tell you have this number of years of experience, and just make them the bullet point, 3, stop.
Yeah, and that's why I was so much into saying the first paragraph should be speaking about your professional profile summary.
Yeah.
That alone would make recruiters get more interested into moving downwards. And yes, Catherine, I agree with you. The eyes, he can pull them down and maybe have it as I am an experienced and just move with that flow. Again, please look at your fonts. Look at your fonts, yes. Look at your grammar and all that, and just make it something perfect. The good thing is CVs are just made once. You always change whenever you're just going to another employer. So just sit down, look at it so well, prepare it in a very presentable manner that would sell you as a person, and put more interest into your profile summary.
Okay, thank you. What if I may ask the font that is used? that you can prefer?
A preferable font.
Yes.
That's a personal decision. There are those who love Arial. There are those who love. There's one I had. It's called. Is it Gothic or what? Something of that sort.
Yeah.
Anyway, by font I mean, let your CV has to have one font. You cannot have your name in a different font. You cannot have your personal statement in a different one. Just highlight the whole thing. Choose if it's Arial, if it's that Gothic, if it's another one, and have one font all through. So that if it's spacing, if it's the sizes, they're all aligned.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate.
Thank you so much, Elisa, and I wish you all the best in your career.
Thank you, always. If I can have a direct conversation with you.
All right, we'll speak up after this.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so that's two. Jordan, do you still have a question? I think now we want to close this, but before we close, Joy, maybe I heard you talking about, I can't remember the exact statement, but it's usually recommended that we don't use the same CV for every job.
I've lost you. I've lost you.
Can you say something about that?
I actually lost you. I didn't get anything.
Oh, we lost that. I was saying, most actually tell us that we should tailor our CVs to the particular job. So can you also tell us something about that? And oh, well, one very important aspect we've forgotten through all this is the cover letters. And then we close. Yes.
Cover letters. So most of the HRs do tell you what?
To tweak our CVs for every role we apply. You see, sometimes actually writing a CV is not fun. So when I've crafted mine, I just want to throw it at every job I'm applying. But then now I'm being told you shouldn't just use it as it is. You should always tweak it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. I get it. And most of the people tweak because either way, you still want to send that CV so that it can be shortlisted. And when a recruiter sees that CV is actually aligning to the job advert, they'll automatically take it. So the problem comes in when you come to an interview and you cannot explain what you tweaked in your CV. Please, you can make it, you can tweak it to your CV, to whatever, to the role, but please understand the role. Don't just do it for the sake of sending the CV and leaving it at that. Understand the role, do a lot of research about the role, and if you feel like you're the candidate, you're good to go. Well, I would also say the same. Yeah, you're good to go. But please just know, once you take it to the job advert, ensure you understand everything that is needed there. And you can go and convince the recruiter you're the candidate that gave them that CV that was tweaked to the role.
Can you touch a bit on cover letters? Like, how should we write them? What's a convincing cover letter?
Wait, do people write cover letters nowadays? Honestly.
Yes, I have.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes,
I feel like
where they want it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe, okay. Let me just say they're still used, but most of the employers, recruiters are more interested in CVs because whatever is in the cover letter, if you look at the CV keenly, has been turned into your professional summary. Because that's exactly what you write in the cover letter. So you've said application for a HR manager or application for a quality assurance officer. So I am so and so. You put down the skills that you have. Of course, I hold a bachelor's degree in this, that, and that.
Is it not the same thing that you do on your professional summary? It is, just that it has been summarized. But again, if a recruiter requests for it, please ensure the small things like the subject. It is the subject related to the job position that you're applying. Don't forget you're applying for a quality assurance manager and you've left the subject as quality assurance officer. Please list your skills again. Of course, your qualification, the certifications that you have, and what you think you're going to do different, or why do you think you're better than the others? That's what I'd say about cover letters.
Yes, and the email where they are attaching all this, if you're sending it via email, the email
Oh yeah, let me just speak about that.
Yeah.
Remember, we are building professional brand and we need to carry ourselves in a professional manner. So when we start our careers, most of us do have funny emails. Funny, I mean you open your email in Form 2 or maybe primary or whatsoever, and you felt like, I really don't want to use my personal ID name because maybe I do not like them. So you decide to say cutegirl@gmail.com, you know, and it has been your email all along. So done with school, you're now into your corporate space and you're starting to send CVs. So a recruiter, you're lucky enough to be told, I have referred you to so and so. So you're told to send a CV, and you send a CV with your email as cutegirl@gmail.com. Well, fine, that's a very beautiful email name. But honestly, how would a recruiter know this is Catherine applying for this job? Number 2, you've not even put any subject as application of quality assurance manager, application of quality assurance officer. You've just sent it that way. Number 3, you've not even named your CV. You've just sent it as the way it was scanned and named as Doc 357820. So you've sent to a recruiter and a recruiter is here searching for Catherine. Yeah, cute guy. A recruiter is here searching for Catherine in all manner. Catherine, but they can't find you. You know, most of the recruiters are very busy. They'd assume the referee that I was given is not even interested, that I was recommended is not even interested in the job. Let me continue with my work. You on your end, you feel like I'm seated waiting for them to call me. Remember, people review almost 100 CVs, 50 CVs. So where would someone find time to go and find Catherine if you've not made it easy for the recruiter to find you? Have your Gmail, cute girl, don't even close it. You can use it for your other things. But now when you get into your professional space, have a brand that sells itself in a professional way. Catherine Odhiambo, fine, you don't like your full names. Get Odhiambo, it's fine. At least something that can simplify things or ease things for ease retrieval. When you're sending the CVs, please put up the subject. What are you applying for? Don't just send blank emails. On the email body, please find attached. It's just simple, three words. Please find attached my CV if you want to say that. And name the CV. Stop sending CVs with Doc 3583. Just name your CV. Even if you've used your cute girl email, at least someone can easily type Catherine Odhiambo and the CV just retrieves itself. But if you put docs and all that, they are very small, simple nitty-gritties that someone would say, see, at least I sent my CV, but make it simpler for the other person to do their job. Yeah, that's what I'd say about it.
Thank you so much, Joy. We have really learned a lot, and I believe everyone is taking home something new. We're going to do better in our CVs because packaging is not easy, but it's a good start. And you're welcome to come back any day, anytime. Yes, we can do this again. We can cover other aspects of the HR because recruitment is just one aspect, yes? We still have a negotiation of salaries is a whole other aspect. Yes?
Yeah.
So visiting the workplace is just another different aspect, and so on and so forth. But we appreciate you for sharing your insights today, and for everybody who joined, Jim for holding forth, and even for mobilizing everybody, and for the people who are brave enough to actually share their CVs. Actually, Jordan, we should emulate Jordan because Jordan has been referred by a friend, but he has come here and overtaken every other person and shared his CV. Yes? So that is proactivity. So let's see if Joy had an opportunity today, who would she consider? Jordan. Jordan, definitely, because he was very proactive.
I can't even start
What do you want?
tomorrow.
You can do it.
I can't even start tomorrow.
You can do it. Oh my God. Okay, so you guys have a lovely night and a lovely weekend. Oh, and for Elizabeth, I know you wanted to share your CV, but you are not able to. So I'm giving you a special gift. Share your CV with me and we'll look at it together. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Catherine, and thank you to everyone who joined. It was such a nice interactive session, and I'm looking forward to having more with you guys. Anyway, let me go home now, and good night, everyone.
Good night, Joy.
Okay.